Multiple sclerosis is a very complex genetic and immunological disease that is neurodegenerative and affects nearly 400,000 Americans. So what we're trying to do is look at a relatively different population than most of our colleagues have looked at. Most studies of MS, genetic studies, have been done in Caucasians. So this opportunity that we have is to look at other populations, the Hispanic population in particular, to try to get a sense for the genetic underpinnings involved in that population, which may overlap, but also have differences from what we see in Caucasians. So the goal is to really understand better the genetics of MS. You know, our goal is to collect as many individuals affected with MS as we can. We're focusing on Hispanics, again, as we try to understand that population and the underlying genetics in that population a little better with regard to disease. But you know, we're very interested in collecting as many patients as we can, because the more individuals we collect for our studies, the more power we have to find effects that are smaller. You know, it's very important that we collect as many as we can. And you know, it's a great opportunity to help our local community, as you know, South Florida is made up of a lot of Hispanics, and this is directly involved with the community. In Caucasians, it's roughly 1 in 700 individuals is diagnosed with MS. It's slightly less in Hispanics, but it's still important for us to understand the disease. Not only is it relevant to that population in particular, but it also is relevant to understanding the disease as a whole. So we're trying to get all kinds of approvals. I mean, you know, any type of research requires strict ethical considerations and approvals, so that we you know, we follow in the best interest of the science as well as the patients. So we've been in the process of getting a lot of the forms signed off on and collected, as well as trying to establish some brochures to let people know about our research. So these are the kind of things that have been in preparation. Recently, we were part of a larger team that made the first really breakthrough in the genetics of multiple sclerosis in over 30 years. And so that's really been an exciting time for us to really get geared up to go and find more things involved. So that's probably been the most exciting thing, is starting to see breakthroughs in this disease. So we're really excited to try and find some of the other effects that are out there. We've recently identified the interleukin-7 receptor gene as being associated with MS, and like I said, this is the first finding, conclusive finding in the disease in over 30 years. And since that time, we've seen a number of other genes that have small effects as well, have been identified through our work and the work of our collaborators. The discoveries that we make within this population in particular, as I said, these discoveries will hopefully lead to a better understanding of the disease on the whole, but it also has direct relevance to the Hispanic population, as if we find effects that are specific to that population, of course we can better understand therapies that would be needed to target that population. So it's a unique opportunity to discover effects within the population.